What is up, my beautiful community? Here I am, all beaming and bright on this incredible magic day with some yummy cards I'm about to pull for you from the Divine Feminine and a really big, yummy, juicy share, so please stay on. But first, this message is for you. If you hold it in your heart, the most sacred desire to walk the most sacred journey of the Divine Feminine pilgrimage, alongside myself and fellow sisters and oracles and priestesses, and I'll explain what that means, but the temple doors are open to our most incredible Divine Feminine pilgrimage taking place this June, right in the heart of the most activating lands and islands and full-on Eros, and you can't be in Eros and ego at the same time. It's one or the other. Like, wow. The very place and space where my own oracle came online, and you'll know what that means. My genie is fully activated, and I'll share more. But Lefkada Island, you're surrounded by all of the elements of water and sea and Mother, Father, Sky. Like, it is beyond in the environment, in the heart of the Ionian Sea. It is where so much resides, so much magic just opens. You're in that energy. And not to mention, we will be pilgrimaging together to Delphi, where the oracle herself resides. We will sit and stay directly next to the Temple of Apollo and Athena. It is the most activating. This is where everything opened for me. So please know that priority access is offered to those of you who have said yes to me first, and this is one of the most profound work of all time, to be initiated by the Divine Feminine Oracle and Christ Consciousness herself, uniting together in ceremony, in sisterhood, in the sacred sites, and what opens for you are no words. We co-create magic, and there'll be such deepening into the mysteries and allowing the miracles to unfold as living, breathing prayer, where all parts of like your Divine Feminine just resides and comes online. So when I say oracle, when we go visit the Temple of Delphi, my goodness, this is like where she was fumes alone. The word oracle, let me speak to this now. The Latin root word means to speak or to pray. The quintessential feminine beingness that is coded with God's divine love. The oracle is not just one who, prophesizes, and prays. She is actually the prayer. The oracle is the prayer. The feminine sets the tone, and this is the union. The masculine sets the terms in any relationship, being the prayer is actually what sets the tone in every single relationship you hold with the masculine, men, money, God, your business. You don't just speak the prophecy, you actually become the prophecy, the embodiment of that through your energetic, emotional tone. And this all resides in the fertile soils of our womb. And so now, there is really cool technology, and I'm going to share this with you, in the womb that happens. So our vagus nerve, which is responsible for flight, fight, freeze, fawn response. I'm really excited, you can see that. But the vagus nerve runs through all of our central receptive channels, So our crown, our throat, our heart, our belly, and connects into the womb. Really cool. Now, the womb is the origin of all of our receiving and holding patterns, which gives expression to how we emanate through our heart and our throat. So the love language of a woman resides in her womb, which then sets the tone for how she expresses through her heart, her throat, her crown. It is big, it is everything. So your fear of speaking your truth is rooted in your womb. And I can tell you, in one of my sessions with a client, where she was blocked from even being seen and being able to receive, and what she desired was to be seen, she lost her own voice, and there was an inner voice, and there was a lot of mistrust that's held, and all of that's held in the womb because we armor up, right? We've learned that. We've learned to be the masculine. Now, the womb is the seat of your feminine power, and she is actually what is overlooked. No one teaches this. Reiki healers aren't talking about it. Yogis aren't talking about it. Coaches definitely aren't talking about it. But the womb is not the same as the sacral, by the way. So therapists, alternative medicine doctors, even spiritual coaches, no one's talking about this. This is the missing key This is quite literally the seat of your divine feminine. This is where we must descend. This is where the whole mother lineage, not just mother, but your father and all of it converges into the mother, the first mother. This is how much cellular memory your DNA holds within this space, this portal in which all souls come from, that goes way beyond time and space, that you have in your own body, that you have. This is the missing key that is having, I'm going to say, a major revival right now. So there is not only a womb to heart, womb to crown, but there is a womb to throat connection. They are linked, and when disconnected, we are not being felt by audience, by our men, by money. And we as women have been very much programmed to rely on masculine channels of expression, masculine doing, way of doing business and in our communication with our partners, in our marketing and all of the things. Now, these channels are the upper realms. This is our thoughts, our words. It's like above the neck, or at least above the waist for some of the women when they work with their solar plexus, which is all about their safety center and their trust center and their worthiness center. But words convey a level of clarity, and we can't live without words, right? And at the same time, the resonance, the oracular truth, the vibrational precision behind your words, behind what you're wanting to express, comes from when you descend into your root. All of the receiving. This is your receiving. Your yoni, your cervix, your womb. Your receivership, my darlings, is founded and found in your root. I mean, it's not compartmentalized there. It's all over, but it is where it stems from. So this is where, when your descent is what actually allows you to source that potency, that power, that visibility, that expression that actually invokes something from the deep, dark, vulnerable, highly paradoxical aspects of your moonlit feminine waters, that is your sacred womb. So if you look at your own body, you're going to notice that what is below your waist, your entire pelvic region, is hidden from the world. That's like your Mount Venus, your vulva, your yoni. And then comes the part that is encased within the skin, the bones, our cervix, our womb, our ovaries, our fallopian tubes, right? And if our upper channels, like the throat, in which we kind of like, it's exposed, yeah? Our brain, which is exposed, these upper channels are like here to deliver the clarity of our spoken word, aka our prophecy as the oracle. Then what comes below the waist is the creative engines that organically generate the resonance and potency and vibrational precision to match the prophecy that is delivered through the upper channels. Whew. So what is below the waist, what is within our pelvis, is what infuses the prophecy with our power. We have spoken words without truly having that precision, that frequency to back it up, right? And they mean nothing. They mean nothing. And it's no wonder you're not receiving and have no impact. They don't land. They don't evoke anything. So the upper and the lower need to work together in many ways. And the heart is that bridge between both realms. And I actually see the upper channels as matter, the lower channels as soul. The heart is that bridge that bridges the two realms, okay? So our womb encompasses our creational potency. It's how we birth anything. A book, a piece of art, music, your program, your coaching business, an online course, right? A business, kingdoms, realities, your relationships, anything. So when we claim that creational pathway, when we do that, when we go deep in the womb, when we claim that pathway to the heart, the throat, the crown, actually then and only then we embody the energetic frequency that inspires the soul of the masculine, the invitation, right, for us to actually receive. This is our receiving channels. When we're contracting, when we're closing down, when there's trauma, when there's imprints, when there is so much, which by the way, on a somatic level, your cervix is literally recording all of those imprints that says no and shuts down. we will not be able to open to receive everything that is here. It involves the opening, the dampening of our petals, our yoni, that we receive, that we're able to receive all of these incredible desires that we say, the wealth that we say. The feminine body holds the level her womb holds. So when we tap into that frequency, we're opening wide to receiving all we desire. Infinite, limitless, unlimited wealth. That portal that is your womb, that is connected to your heart, the central, is your divine sacred feminine, the center of all magnetism and the key and the portal in which you receive. You have the power to create worlds in your body, sisters. Power that is different to anything else that men won't get. The divine feminine is the missing key to massive expansion, to massive enlightenment and awakening. She is the key that unlocks all of it. She is the power that exists within you. She is the one always guiding you. That when you surrender into it, you fly on the wings of the divine. So there's a creation story that I want to actually share right now. I'm going to pull some cards for you. This is from the Divine Feminine Oracle herself, but I want to share a story first. So I'm going to share some juice now and also then pull cards for you. But I wanted to say, so this is the book of Greek myths. I love this book. It's like a picture book. Like I said, it's a children's book, but for adults, okay? Put it that way. And it's all about the titans and the gods and the myths, and I love it. I totally love it. And those that work with me know how much into Greek mythology I am, and so much opens from this space in what we cultivate when we bring in all facets of our goddess, which is Aphrodite, her eros, and Artemis, her bow and arrow, which is the focus, and Athena, the strategist, like all facets in what we do and we bring into our businesses, which is amazing. But there's a story in here, and it's about, Father Sky and Mother Earth, Mother Gaia. They meet up and they make babies, right? And so it's really cool. You should really get the book. But I don't know if you can see this kind of image. What they end up having is, and what she brings out of her is half-baked creations. Like she has babies that are like 50 arms and 100 legs and like Cyclops with one eye in the middle, and Father Sky's like, what the fuck is that? And so she had to hide her babies essentially from him because he didn't want them. And anyway, nothing was wasted. But the whole point of me telling you this is about the creations that need to be birthed, because your womb is about matter, mother, matter, turning energy into matter. We create and it must come out. And whatever we create, we amplify and multiply. This is the womb, okay? And so your creations, your business, your offerings, your products, whatever you're putting out there needs to come out, or it will just sit, even if it is half-baked, because those Cyclops ended up getting amazing jobs in protecting other gods on other islands, etc., etc. So that part of you, we need to go into the womb that must admit and must open to all of it. You have to let your creations come out, okay? And so this is the womb. This is how deep we go in. Really, really powerful story here. And the reason I'm saying this and I'm mentioning this is because it is tempting as humans to look at creation that you're not going to make money from and be like, well, that's stupid, fuck that, trash that, get it out of here. And that's not actually good for you, okay? So you get to go, because you are the feminine. I see myself where I was then, look at that. And then we can go on to the thing we're actually going to create, that we're going to use, the titans and the gods, and that gets to be birthed, your masterpiece. So it's not downplaying or putting down any part of you that is here, because the foundation that you're creating from needs to be, I love all of me. That's the eros, your stinky bits and all. Okay? So it's like Mother God is infallible. So this is the Greek myth. She loved all of her babies no matter what. She gave each of them a specific job. Okay? Like I said, the Cyclops went and guarded a certain island. She didn't kill them. We have that metaphor within us as the stepping stones toward our greatest art, right? So this is the invitation now. This is where we need to go down. This is where we need to go in and descend and come out. Okay, so thank you for coming to my story time. Let me know how this is landing. I hope so. But the myths show us so much. It is fucking amazing. And then what we activate within us, and the goddess, so those that are coming to our wild mystic Greece retreat, this sacred journey where your sacred wounds actually become the key to your genius, is going to really fully activate here. But these are the direct results that have been so expansive for myself and my clients, and I cannot wait to share them with you. Like my own art that flows through me, my business that is thriving, and I'm well paid and well taken care of, and I'm creating my life and my business from a whole new foundation of abundance and letting life and love in at a higher capacity than ever before. And it is the womb. So God's been whispering in my ear that it's now time to show medicine women how they can get back to their receptive flow, their creative genius, how they can make money very easy in the womb, from the womb. And so this can feel like warm, soothing, dripping honey of all banished parts of you, bringing your business in flow with ease, bringing you back to yourself, choosing yourself, letting the valve of your wealth open at your pace. We've got to heal the trauma. We've got to get back in touch with your creative spirit. We've got to de-armor. We've got to get the money flowing again. Heal the heart that keeps you from getting your mojo and original work on track. So, my loves, the question is, do you dare join us? And if you can't make it to Greece, we have our beautiful Sunshine Coast one coming up as well. But the Holy of Holies, this is where it resides, my love. Your heart is where you live, your home. Your womb is the origin in which you came. You cannot fully feel like you are at home without knowing the origin. All right, so let's pull some yummy guidance today and everything, and for the collective, and what we need. And let's bring that forward now. And I want you to just in this moment set an intention. If you have a question or if you have any specific guidance you want, I want you to ask that now. Put your hand on your heart, and you can also place a hand on your womb as I pull a card. So the Divine Feminine Oracle deck, this is where I'm pulling it from, and I'll show you the cover in just a minute. And we're going to pull one now. Wow, okay, so we have Pope Joan, the Pontiff of Possibilities. The possibilities are limitless because the soul is limitless. Okay, so this is from Megan Watterson, the Divine Feminine Oracle deck, and I'm going to pull up what she says. But this is the womb, honey. Limitless possibilities, because right there is infinite potentiality. You hold, what you hold in that space, sisters, goes beyond time and space that nobody else has. You're created in the image of Holy Mother. Infinite possibilities. That's the realm that's right in here. So how absolutely divine. Okay, so just to give you some fuller context, when your soul selects her card, we can so easily get caught beneath the glass ceiling of what we thought is possible. But the truth is, everything is possible. It is hard for us to imagine just how much the divine wants for our lives, much more than we could ever hope. Pope Joan reminds us that even if we think that what we want isn't possible, it is. Or even better, there is something our soul wants for us that will give us more than we can think to ask for. Pope Joan is a sign to trust in what you believe about yourself. Trust what's within you. Don't rely on what you see around you. It's true, because we turn energy into matter. Okay, so whatever's going on in your reality is a direct result of inner. We work with energy, then energy becomes matter. Trust what's within you. Don't rely on what you see outside of you. Have faith. Know that the circumstances you're currently in are transformed from within. Begin to believe in a vision of your life. Cultivate the capacity to see it, to really imagine it with all your senses, and you will live into the day when it exists as the reality that now surrounds you. Wow, so good. The possibilities are limitless because the soul is limitless. I love that. That is so good. Oh yeah. All right, sisters. And men, if you are watching this too, you've got some good dose of us feminine and the beautiful codes here. I hope this spoke to you. Please let me know what is alive in you in the comments below. Would love to hear your answers and response. And if you have any questions, please reach out. And for those joining me on this incredible journey,